Hey kids, 1970 continued, The Policeman. It's the Popo. Cheese it, it's the feds. Tina Gunsal's has got a huge collection of these, so we're going to have to take a look at those as well. I'm going to ask Tina to post it somewhere here. But this is our 1970s Policeman. Now, we've got some newer stuff back here. You got the emergency heroes. You got the new hero. This is the new hero masquerading as a bus driver from the Pez convention back in 2015 in Connecticut. And Paw Patrol, look out for them. Oh, and our Funkos, as well as the crystal-headed remake by Pez. Ooh, nifty. This is the Chase Funko. So what you notice here, let's go here. The hats are some crazy different colors. That guy gets that one. This guy gets that one. But what you might want to know, or not, is your Hong Kong pals don't have a line. Here, let's start over here. Your non-Hong Kong pals have this line that goes right across the top of the hat. Zip, 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 zip. Over here, Hong Kong, we don't have that. It's just flat or smooth or no line. But another cool thing in the Hong Kong section is if you've got your 3.4, which, by the way, these stems are always pretty neat. They feel weird. They're somewhat transparent. Hong Kong always has this partial cheek, this kind of triangle of plastic that's missing behind the ears. Now, the 3.4 has your normal hole in the head. All the brains came out. Okay? But your 3.9, take a look under the hat. That's interesting. He's got a post. And so if you pop the hats off, you got a post that fits in this hole. And you should have a socket, and sure enough you do. That's a different mold entirely. That socket goes right on that ball, that post. So those are your Hong Kongs. Over here, we saw this guy in the DBP video. He's got, sure enough, a DBP stem. That's why he was in there. Now, let's take a look at the hats, because there are a couple of different badges to watch for. Let's do this one. This is a USA. And you can see that that badge, or whatever we want to call that on the hat, is pretty well defined. All right, you can see the people. I'm going to zoom in, pardon me. Go ahead, focus. See that? It's pretty well defined. You can see those people. You can see the oval. You can read the number pretty clearly. Now this guy, this is the Hong Kong one, 3.9. It's a little squishier, right? Those people are maybe a little less fit. The 100 is a little less clear. Let's spin this around and look at them side by side. You've even got a different color, and that's okay. But take a look at this guy. It's different still. It's much mushier, much less clear. I'm not even sure those are the same figures doing the same thing. It's not like it's the same mold, but with less care. It may be a different mold entirely. And that makes sense because it's a different mold for the hat. It is, the hat is slightly smaller than our USA. Let's see. And you've even got this little ball over here on the left one where you don't on the right. It is a bit smaller. Let's see if we can, with the shadow, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see it, but if I match up the bottoms, you can see the top just isn't going to match. It's a smaller hat, and that's fine because it's a smaller head. This is a Brazil policeman. See, there's no marking of any kind. That is Brazil. Now you'd say, well, the no marking, Brian, I remember, could be made in USA for Canada. Canada distribution didn't have markings on it, and you'd be right. We've got a couple of guys over there right up front, those kind of white-headed folks. Those have blank stems, just like this guy. That's all good. That's all good. However, because of the different size head and the different size hat and the different badge, we know that it's Brazil. Now, what keeps this from being ridiculously valuable is the lack of a brown mustache. That'd be super cool. But anyway, if you want to learn more about your policeman, let's take a look at Tina's collection, or check out Jeff Rosenberg's extensive book on, let me show you. Let me show you. This book, Ultimate Pez Pal, you'll even find most of these guys pictured in there. Say, what? Brian's famous? It's true. It's true, folks. Check out your policeman.